Sinners by Michael B. Jordan and Ryan Coogler. I would say that this movie deserves every love, admiration, and praise that it's getting, and it deserves even more than that. Okay, I want this movie to hit billions. I'm just exaggerating. Yeah, I hope it does. I mean, Black Panther did, but then that's an MCU stuff. Anyways, this movie is awesome. I enjoyed every bit of it. I enjoyed the lore and the story behind it. I'm going to give you a quick run through about it. So, in case you haven't seen it, there's going to be a little bit of spoilers, but I hope you go see it because you will have a good time. Anyway, the story follows Smoke and Stack, who are twin brothers played by Michael B. Jordan, who I would say, give an exceptional role in this movie by playing two different characters who are so much apart. Okay, they have absolutely no similarities, just that they love each other. Anyways, they left town as kids and then went into Chicago and probably joined the mob or the cartel or something, and then they stole a whole lot of money and stuff and came back to their town to start a little business of their own. Now, it was a good idea, and that's pretty much what they came to do. Started business, live free, away from because it was set in a very late time. Let us say in a time when racism was kind of a thing. So yeah, that was how they wanted to live, and it was a good idea. Along came their cousin, who happens to be a very good musician, who was born in the church, but he doesn't really want to follow that life. You know how it is. Anyways, they all met up and they were putting their stuff together, putting their club together or their juke joint together. Where eventually my cousin here or their cousin here happens to have an ability where he can sing, or they believe there are certain people who have this ability that when they sing, it has a way of connecting the past, the present, and the future together. Their song is so powerful, but unfortunately, it also draws in evil, which brings in our vampire counterparts. Now, this movie has a very nice take on vampires because you see the vampires in this movie, once you're beaten, you change, and then everybody shares memories. Like you know what's your turn. The guy who turned you knows. The person who turned you know what you know. It's like a hive mind. Now, here's something interesting about the vampires of this movie is that for some weird reason, it's almost like they change your personality, or to a certain degree, some of them, because well, it's a movie, so it will affect some, it won't affect some, and it's just how it is. But the movie somehow the vampires tend to change personality. It's like they know who they are, they know who you are, and in their head, they strongly believe turning you is out of love. They love you so much and they want to be around you. So making you one of them is their way of showing love. So they don't see it as killing you or feeding on you. It's just creating a family. That's the idea. That's the whole concept of the vampires in this movie. They just strongly believe that if they turn you, they're making you one of them. They don't see you as food. They just see you as someone who's lost and they want to show you the way. Anyway, Michael B. Jordan, what should I say, Stack got turned by Haley Steinfeld. And I must say, Haley Steinfeld in this movie was more, or should I say, this character was kind of more different, more edgy than unusual characters. And it actually played out very well for her. I love the performance in this movie. She actually nailed it. Anyway, she turned Stack into a vampire and all hell broke loose, okay? And just like every vampire movie, or should I say most vampire movies, if you don't invite them in, they won't come. So that's pretty much the premise. The idea was to stay till daybreak. But unfortunately, like I said, when you're turned, your memories become that of every other vampire there, which means the vampire lord, which is this guy, happens to know everything about everyone that he is turned. Unfortunately, she turned her husband and he knows that they have a kid at home. So he threatened her, telling her straight up, if you don't let us in, we're going to go turn your daughter or we're going to go kill her. She got angry. She let them in. A big fight broke out. They got lucky. Michael B. Jordan fought himself. It was actually a very cool scene to see that happen. And eventually, the vampires were defeated. Now, this is something I noticed in the movie. The movie says that people, or there are certain people who had an ability to sing, and their songs are so powerful you can connect the past, present, and future, and unfortunately, drawn or draw in evil, which are demons or vampires, depending on which one it draws in. So the young cousin who happened to survive, who happened to be the only survivor of the massacre, went home. He still didn't want to become a part of his father's church. He wanted to sing. That's his calling. That's what he believed in. So he ran. Anyway, there's a post-credit scene where Michael B. Jordan's character Stack, the vampire, and Haley Steinfeld's character, the vampire, met him when he was like 80 years old, close to death, and he has been singing his whole life, playing music, living life. And they, like I said, some of them it changed because at the end of the fight, they were insane. Haley Steinfeld vampire was insane. Michael B. Jordan's vampire was insane. So is it that the hive mind doesn't work on everybody, or some of them can choose? Because on one hand, it looks like Once you turn your personality change, you just want to turn everybody. But somehow these two got away. Even in the midst of the fight, he took Haley Steinfeld and told her to run. She shouldn't be a part of the fight no more. But anyway, I'm just talking too much here. So they met in the end and they talked for a while, they hugged, and then they went home. Now, here's something I want to talk about just a little side. I do not hate this movie. Let me be clear. I do not hate this movie. I love it, okay? I really do. But there's something I want to understand. This guy who can sing and drawing so much power from the ancestors from all over time, past, present, future, can also draw in evil. Has been singing for at least 50 years of his life. You want to tell me he hasn't been summoning things this whole time? This man is a mass murderer. Let's just say what it is. This man is a mass murderer because for the last 50 years, you want to tell me there's so many evil out there. Okay, there's so much evil in the world. So the fact that he has been singing for 50 years, has albums and records, he must have summoned a whole lot of things in those times. There's no way a lot of people haven't died because of this man. Anyway, that's just my take on the movie. The movie is awesome. You should go see it. I skipped through a whole lot of things, so not to spoil too much for you. You should go see it. Sinners was awesome. And I'll see you on the next one, guys.